Okay, we're trying this again for the 5th time. I am the Chrono Cat. This is episode 15, hopefully, of our fully released long play of Chrono Cross. I'm not even telling you what year it came out or what it's a sequel to. You know that, or you don't. Okay, if I am terse, it is because we have been suffering a great deal of, technical difficulties. Did a full reinstall of the game, updated OBS. Let's see if this behaves a little bit better now. What was I saying? We had a showdown off-screen with the Shacker brothers, Solt and Pepor. We kicked their asses with Karsh, who's actually a really good character, like, mechanically. I just don't see any reason to have him in the active party. That led, kind of unexpectedly, directly into a confrontation with Dario, the former Grandmaster of the Akasha Dragoons, still alive in Homeworld, lost his memory, possessed by the malign influence of the evil sword Masamune. We beat him up. It's a shockingly difficult fight, but we were able to cheese it. Because, you know how we've been collecting, like, the plates, the elemental armor from all the different dragons we've been beating up? Well, it turns out he always counterattacks with the opposite element of what you hit him with, and Riddell, who is white innate, is a required party member, so we gave her the black plate, and just had her hit him with meteors over and over and over again, and, his counterattack would then heal her for 600 points of damage every time. If you don't have the black plate, he just does 600 points of damage every round and drops a character every time. That said, we are going to try and give Riddell a little bit more of a walk here, since we already went through the trouble of getting her equipped and everything. We've got her element grid, I think, still full? Let's double check that. Yeah, she's still got all of her stuff, and she has White Snake. She is in the party because she's apparently an 80s hair metal aficionado. We have hunted down the other dragons in our previous episode. The White Dragon was not willing to fight us until he was the last one standing. He's the last one standing. We're going to knock over a White Dragon. Are we the heroes? Are we the villains? I'm an awesome cat man. I want my body back. I don't, as a player. I think that's a downgrade, but whatever. We're doing it. He was, so if you hit Dario with a white element, or even just cast a white element, he counterattacks with Conductor Rod, where he impales you with his spear, hits it with a bolt of black lightning, and does 600 to 700 points of damage. He's a rough guy. But you can manipulate him specifically to always counterattack someone who is immune as long as you have the elemental resistance armors. And we did. Why did that happen off screen? It was an accident, and it was nail-biting enough I'm not going to do it again. White Dragon, what up, my guy? We've killed all your brethren. Well, they're all still alive. We've beaten all your brethren. Step 2. Square up, Thought.
Well done. Thou hast gained the protection of the 5 dragons.
Yo, we mugged them, son. We beat them up and we took their relics. Don't go making this seem, like majestic.
Let me test thy skills to see if thou art truly worthy of entering the Sea of Eden.
How about I've already been there in another world, you jackass? I do like the quadrupedal wing sign that is stately. I appreciate that. So, as ever, we are going to... Why is everyone wounded to start with? Oh, right, I was doing a combat test in the Hydra Marshes to see if my game was going to freeze again. Fargo, you had one job to do. We do have Riddell in this fight. She is an incredibly competent healer, so I'm told. She does very little damage, but that's okay. We have other people for that. And she has the power of White Snake. You might ask, is this a downgrade to have a level 5 tech which provides defense and magic defense for a single party member when we used to have board-certified psychiatrist Dr. Harleen Quinzel, who gave that to the entire party? Yeah, it's absolutely worse. Harley is a beast, and I am disappointed as hell that she's no longer on payroll. Oh boy, Dragon, you're gonna have to do better than that, my son. 33 on color? Nah, son. Okay, can we steal the white plate from him? I hope. No. Fargo, you had one job to do. So, the correct choice would be to leave, flee combat and fight again, to try and get the white plate. Am I going to do that? I'll try that once. Because we just started the fight. If it doesn't work, I'm not going to do it again. I'm still salty about losing out on the red plate from the red dragon.
I must have overrated thy skill.
Yo, this is a friendly matchup. Little known fact, you can flee from any fight in this game with a 100% success rate. Running away from enemies is like a mechanic in most JRPGs. In this one, it is guaranteed to work. It's just that you then have to go right back and fight again. That does mean that, yeah, for bosses that you can steal from, you have multiple attempts. Because you can only use the, technique a single time. So Fargo, my boy, Bubba, get me that plate, or forever hold your peace. There we go. Okay. Yeah, man, Lynx is going to do so much damage to this boy. We have the Master Mute. We have like the best weapon for Serge at this point. And hopefully that's going to show through. In the meantime, Riddell has got, Snake Fangs. White Snake's power will recharge some elements. Okay, that's not useful. That's incredibly useful, but it's not terribly cinematic. Oh no, our magic defense. Right. Yeah, 250 on a regular attack is monstrous. What, holy healing, what do we got from that dragon? Oh no! He got back 1 round's worth of damage. We are going to put that back to Fargo, because I do want to show off his level 7 technique. Invincible. The Forbidden Death Blow. He unsealed from himself. Literally, yes, because we got a pep talk from our alternate universe self. Show us Invincible! $390, not bad. I believe that is the same, Yo, Dragon, what you got? Why you all ponderous and stuff? I do believe that is the same sequence that is the banner over him when he is on the Invincible that is, like, unrivaled under heaven or some such. But we have the power, use the power of White Snakes to heal your party. We'll do that. Riddell would do great in 80s hair metal. How good is White Snake? I'm a big fan myself. Less potent than just a heal-all or a cure-all. You know what? That's fine. We're showing her off as a character. She's not going to be in the party for long. Oh, the dragon already sleepy. Dragon needs a little nap. I'm not impressed. Okay, I am impressed. Those 430 damage links. That's actually really dangerous. Good on you, dragon. Alright, you figured out our weakness. Point blank annihilation being what it is. Oh, we have a full white field effect, that's why. So, its attack was doing, like, massively magnified damage. I get that. I respect that. In the meantime, forever zero. Oh, you still up? You still up, Dragon? You still doing this? You think you still got a chance? I would hit him with a cannon, but I do want to heal, just in case it pulls out some shenanigans. That's a good suit. That's a good swallow. That's a good sword. Yeah, you better run, Charles. New star level, let's go! Oh, that's a good. Saints? I mean, it's a white summon. I don't know what that is. Super.
I acknowledge thy skill. I will grant thee protection of the sky, dragon.
I care about this Y. We've got the white relic. That's all of them.
The Dead Sea has disintegrated, and the gates of time have been opened. Earn the divine protection of the six dragons. Venture deep beyond the pearly gates across the dimensions.
That's his fancy way of saying you need to be in the other world for this to work. That's all great and all, but I want my body back. Like, that's my focus. Where do we go for that? Also, Riddell's a friend and all, but we are going to be immediately trading her out. We're going to get Norris back, who is a bit more of an ass kicker than she is. You know, no shame there. She was beaten by the best. I guess now that we have all of the dragon relics, yep, I mean, I can replace Fargo. I may still. We'll figure it out. It's just that he's a cool pirate with a sword. I believe we need to check in with the shaman at Goldov. Now that we have all of the dragon relics, we can purify the tier of hate in our inventory into another, like, dragon tier, which was the necessary catalyst to, that Lynx used to steal our body in the first place. And I think we can create a new one. Where's that shaman's tower here? There's the dragon shrine. Yeah. Be sure to act courteously in the prophecies. I'm all about dragons. I just beat up a whole bunch of them. What up, lady? One must choose one's own path, but as long as one is human, one will sometimes become lost. I pray that your journey will be blessed by the 6 great dragon gods. We beat up all of them. We took their wallets. Stana, lady, I will answer your question of my knowledge. How do I get my body back? That's not helpful at all. Would you like to become the wind? I will always become the wind. $2? Heck yeah. I would be incredibly easy to scam. I like that there's a child charging fees to their zip lines. That's flash industry right there. Okay. So where did we? Oh, hang on. We used the dragon tier in this world, in Kid's world, I believe. So maybe we need to check back in on Homeworld to get that. Let's find out. I know I'm going to regret saying this out loud, but it seems like OBS was our problem previously. Because following the update to that, we have not had further freezing. So fingers crossed. Admittedly, I had told my audience that we were done for the night and then kept soldiering forward anyway, but that's on me. Okay, yeah, let's check in with Goldo once more, because again, I seem to recall that, like, it's the dragon priestesses there who are gonna be like, oh yeah, cool, good work beating up all of our actual gods. It's just that there's 2 Goldos. Oh, this is the item shop. This is not where I was going. But still, worth looking at. They got new stuff here? Keep hit rate of basic attacks at 99%. I mean, I'll buy that. I'll buy one of those, sure. Good stuff, not what I'm interested in. Let's try to get back to the het woman, the shamaness.
Yo, halt! Judging by your appearance, you're a foreign-born.
I'm a cat person. Square up.
For reasons we will not explain, foreigners are not allowed to enter the tower. Please leave the premises at once.
What?
What should we do now? Straight, we ought to be able to borrow the dragon tier.
Speaking of the dragon tier, should we not return the broken tier to the shrine in the other world? The shaman in the other world might be able to help us somehow. Oh, god damn it. Alright, okay, so we were in the right place, we just did not have the plot trigger, apparently. So we're going to go back to the world of otters, check in with the shrine again, give them back the broken tier, show them we have the tier of hatred, and hopefully, I don't know, get like an IOU for their alternate reality self to help us out? Let's find out. Also, I have groused about this before. This is the sort of thing where it's like, I really wish they would let you shift dimensions on the world map. Because, like, yeah, it only takes a minute to go back to Apasa Beach and switch over and then sail back out. But, like, come on. That's not necessary. Anyway, now that I'm, I guess, apparently technology is working for me. Great, good news, love that. I didn't have classroom hours because this is pure fantasy. But I did have some mailbag stuff. A friend of the channel, possibly an enemy of the channel, because they're asking me, and I'm going to date myself for all future viewings of this broadcast, asking me what my feelings are on the currently in theaters Christopher Nolan Odyssey film. Because I'm something of both a film snob and a history buff. And, again, I'm not sure they're a friend of the channel. That's the kind of question that is laser focused to ruin my entire evening. The good news is that I can ruin yours as well, as long as you're here, and I'm going to take advantage of that in the fullness of time. For now, though, let's see if we can get an IOU from these priests. Yeah, choose your own free will. Stana, what up? Okay, so they don't have anything new to say. Let's check our key items. Do we have the... What do we got? Let's try the tier of hate.
How can this be? That is without a doubt a piece of the dragon tier.
Okay, that was the correct choice. Good to know.
Serge, I shall bestow upon you the dragon emblem. It is the mark of a dragon shaman. The emblem and the dragon tier have been handed down by dragon shamans for generations. Although the worlds are different, you should be able to receive aid from the other shaman with this emblem. Make haste to the altar.
Okay, cool. Alright. So we have the correct plans, the wrong sequencing. We have proof that we're cool. Yeah, little girl, I'll pay the $2. I want to know what this child thinks she's going to do. If it's like, maybe I want to ride the zip line, and I'm not going to pay you. I just beat up 6 dragons. Try to extort. That's going to work. Anyway, we have to jump dimensions. What was I saying? Oh, I was asked by a friend, stroke enemy of the channel, what do I think about the Odyssey? It's one of those, like, I have to tell you this story to tell you that one. Is it historically accurate? No, because the Odyssey is mythology. Because it's not history. It is a oral tradition that was being told and retold for about 4 centuries before it was written down. Homer may not have existed. In fact, it's very likely that he did not as an individual. So the idea that it is like his historiography is fanciful because he probably doesn't exist as an individual. That said, how does the Odyssey rank up? Like, the larger question, how does it rank up against other similar works of cinema? Those being like Troy, Ridley Scott from 2003, 2004, or I guess you could count Frank Miller's 300, which is a perfectly fine adaptation of the comic book 300, and an absolutely infuriatingly insulting presentation of historic Sparta. How does the Odyssey stack up against its contemporaries in that regard? It's actually really solid. Like, very few complaints. The costuming is nonsense. The armor designs are stupid. Like all Hollywood attempts to make ancient Greek or ancient Roman films, they do not trust that the audience will understand how pantheonic or pagan societies operate. So there is a ham-handed dumbing down of the day-to-day religion. But that is, like, that's everything. That happened in, Alexander, that happened in 300, that happens in Troy. That's just, unfortunately, part and parcel for Hollywood, because Hollywood's kind of bad. and people, being the large mass of humanity that are the movie-going public, are kind of dumb.
Well, that is a dragon emblem. How did a foreigner like you get a hold of it?
Yo, I travel dimensions.
Welcome, travelers across the dimensions. Bring them before me.
Yes, that is your wish, Miss Stenna. You have permission from the chief. You may pass, or traveler.
Again, I like the conceit that, like, this guy, like, okay, he's buff, he's muscular, I'm beating up dragons casually. How are you going to keep me out of the tent if I choose to go in regardless? Okay, it's just Senna here, apparently.
As promised, I will lend you the dragon tear. I shall accompany you to the fort as well.
No, you ain't. The hell you think you're doing? Welcome to the bench, lady. I don't know you. I don't like you. You ain't cool.
May the 6 dragon gods bestow protection upon we, children of the planet.
Yo, I beat up all 6 dragon gods. You ain't got shit. Now take the dragon tear with you to the room of rituals in Fort Dragonia. Yo! I'll do that. I'm gonna get my body back this episode. That's my goal. Yeah, $2, fine. Oh, I can't even use the zip line in this timeline? These people are terrible. Okay, but yeah, no. What was I saying? Visually, narratively, the Odyssey is all over the place. It is standard Hollywood slop, having no idea how to portray Bronze Age society in a like visually interesting or authentic seeming way. Bronze Age armor is hilarious. It looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but with like rings of concentric, like hardened leather, cuir billy, sort of stuff. It's super dumb, and they're never going to portray it accurately. And if you make peace with that, the film is fascinating. Is the good telling of the Odyssey? I'm not sure. I find the idea that like Odysseus is dour and Matt Damon, and not quick-witted and on top of every situation. I find that a little bit, I'm not going to say offensive, but a little tedious, perhaps. Like, come on, man. Odysseus' whole thing is he bears the gift of metis, of cunning. That's why Athena is all about him. Because the gods absolutely play favorites in the Iliad. It is not an impartial war by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to finish my thought before going up the elevator. I have already re-cleared Fort Dragonia, because you just have to do the puzzles again, and it's really dumb. But we've already done the puzzles. The elevator is here. Gonna finish my thought on that. Every Hollywood version of like ancient Greece or ancient Rome does this, where they are unwilling to commit to just the fact that like, yo, the characters in this work live and breathe and exist in a world where there are multiple gods who are just assumed to be active in everyone's everyday life. You don't actively worship Poseidon if you're not a sailor, if you don't live on the coastline. But you're going to attend a festival on a holy day, perhaps. So there is the failure to understand pantheonic religion as a whole. And this is because, Western culture is shaped by monotheistic Abrahamic understandings of how humans interact with their gods. The Greeks had it very differently. In the Odyssey, we have a great example of this where, like, they talk about, like, oh, the law of Zeus is that you're supposed to be welcoming to travelers, and, give gifts and hospitality to those who call upon your home, and that's just how you're supposed to do it, because you don't know. One of them might be a god, someone might be a god in disguise, and you don't want to be rude to the gods. It's like, okay, assholes, wrong. That is not the law of Zeus. That is Xenia. Z-E-N-I-A. Xenia. It is hospitality, which shows up in every culture that has writing. Every civilization that has some historic record has the idea that, like, this is how you are supposed to treat strangers. That is just part of human society. And it was a big part of Greek society because you had, like, 150 different city-states, different polis, that had different interpretations of the gods, different different understandings of the same language and the same shared passage of culture. And the idea was, like, you are kind to strangers, not because they might be gods, but because this is a show of your own authority and your own power and your own mastery of your home, right? Like, you've got your shit together, so you can be kind to someone who shows up and needs a place to sleep at night. If you can't do that, then you don't have your shit together. And I know I'm being slightly more profane than normal. Hollywood versions of Greek history brings that out. It is not specifically because the gods might show up in human form. They will do that. That happens. But you shouldn't have to worry about that, because if you are obeying the laws of hospitality, which are enforced by Zeus, because he is the head of household on Olympus. He is the pater familiaris, right? He is doing for the gods what any landowner, what any property master should be doing amongst mortals. So the interpretation of, like, oh, it's the law of Zeus, you have to be kind to strangers, it's like, no, that's a cultural norm. If anything, it would be the law of Hestia, who is the goddess of the hearth and home, first sacrificed to in all formal events in public, because, like, that is the building block of civilization, and you cannot expect common decency amongst your neighbors when you are traveling at night in an era before cell phones, let alone automobiles, reverse that. Then you don't have a society. You have a bunch of feuding, independent, squabbling fiefdoms who are going to fight endless border wars and never amount to anything. You move past that by having, like, basic understanding of it. This is how you treat travelers. This is, how you deal with law. This is how this is sort of the building blocks of society. And does the Odyssey, like, if you're a student of Greek history or of mythology, you understand that. If you're a cheeseburger swilling American watching a Chris Nolan film, you don't know that. And so it's the law of Zeus. You betray that at your peril. Like, okay, man, come on. You can only dumb things down so much. I'm gonna go up this elevator. I can keep complaining about this for hours. That said, on the whole, I think it's a good film. Hey, yo, it's Evil Me! So, you finally made it! Have you seen my cap? It has a little skull on it. But this is as far as you will get. It's a little too soon for you to get your original form back. Yo, we just fighting him in the elevator shaft? Yo, okay. Bring it on, Evil Me. I take you in a fight. Dark Serge. What an incredible, fantastic, no notes. I should have cooked the black plate in someone other than Riddell. I just love that it's like, who's he? He's Dark Serge. They could say fascist Serge. They could say Nazi Serge. Maybe that would be a bit salty. Let's beat him up. Like, I want my body back, but not so much that I'm not gonna kick your ass for it. Oh, you are not equipped for this, son. You are not doing the kinds of numbers that are going to put you in good stead. Me? Steal from me. Fargo? What have I got in my pockets? A trashy tiara. That fits. That sounds about right. Wait, he can use feral cats? I know for a fact I'm going to lose the ability to summon feral cats once I get my body back. This is disappointing as hell. Okay, Norris, what do you got for healing? Yeah, give us a heal all. I mean, if we're fighting with feral cats, I'll fight with feral cats. I'm not too proud. You know what? On general principle, we're going to hit him with it. Because I know I'm not going to have this body for too terribly long. You sent a whole bunch of feral cats to attack me. I'm just going to send them back. Catch and receive. Catch and return. You know what I mean. Or you don't. That's probably pretty common. I mean, that's a good combo, don't get me wrong. We are going to stay healed up because, like, he used the level 5 element. I assume he has level 7. Yeah, here we go, Volcano. I hate always being right. And Fargo is only alive because we just healed him. Yep, that's how it goes. Oh, you limping? You looking a little under the weather? Is that right? Is that all you got? Candy ass? I'm gonna heal my boys up. Norris is gonna try to show you his level 7 tech, if you live that long. Hey, yeah, welcome back. Okay, so our technical troubles seem to have been resolved by updating OBS. At least it's been stable so far. And we now fight Dark Serge for our own body. God, Fargo's so cool. Cigar and everything. Goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus. Is that all I've got? I was tougher than that. 37 star, bring it on. Impressive. I may have underestimated you. Anyway, I must get on with my affairs. Besides, it's too late. Goodbye, Serge. And he just, like, gets to fade out like nothing? Come on, man. How do? This is Cats. Alright, well, I'm going up after him. Once again, going into Fort Dragonia. Once in the prologue, once in the first act. We have pre-primed the teleporter, however, so up we go. I'll be honest, with the exception of the fact that, like, our old party members don't trust us, I don't know why we'd want to give up the awesome Catboy body. Like, I think we're doing great. Serge, you must proceed alone from here. You must see and confirm for yourself who you really are.
Truth shall manifest itself once you believe in your heart.
How about I bring 2 armed men to beat up my doppelganger? Like, okay, how unfair is this to Norris and Fargo? Like, a lynx is going to come out of that door. Is it me? Is it the other guy? Like, why leave this up to interpretation? That's a very nice altar. I assume we place, yep, Dragon Tear goes in.
All life on this planet was born in the sea.
That's all life on every planet, jackass. You ain't tough.
The life form softly slumbered within the womb of our Mother Ocean. Until eventually they developed free will and were able to swim about the ocean freely. Then there came those that, not satisfied with life in the water, looked up from the ocean floor towards the blue skies and dreamt of the feel of the land. Aeons passed before their preposterous dream became a reality, and they rose up from the seas onto the earth.
Hashtag Cthulhu Mythos, hashtag Shadow over Dungeon.
The land became full of all kinds of creatures. Among these, the dragon lizards and the more evolved reptiles thought they would reign over the earth forever.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
And for a long while, it seemed that they would. However, the unforeseen coming of the mighty one from the heavens suddenly smashed their kingdom to pieces. The one known as Lavos, the great crimson flame.
Yo, it's the big fire. Don't get pretentious on me.
Wielding absolute power, Lavos buried the dinosaurs, the kings of the land, in the space of a night. However, the timid apes who had lived hidden in the forests came into contact with the crimson flame that fell from the sky and evolved into humans. Perhaps this was not evolution, but transformation.
Yo, they gonna get me salty about talking about like evolution as a self-directed force, as opposed to just like, yo, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna keep reading the dialogue. I'm okay.
Regardless, humans increased in number and filled the earth. The fearsome progeny of Lavos, just like their progenitor, began to devour our mother planet.
I'm gonna assume this is a good thing. Well, I melted. What in the 2001 Space Odyssey? My god, it's full of Serge. "85% of the way through the game, we remember we're supposed to be a sequel, right? Like, the fact that there are, like, 3 or 4 info dumps where it's like, oh, by the way, remember Chrono Trigger? Come on, man, just tell a story independently. Also, I guess I'm a blue-haired 17-year-old twink boy again. I don't feel like this is an improvement. Alright, hand me my pants. Oh, the cowardice. The sheer cowardice. Can you, like, walk out buck naked, flopping in the breeze, fully like, yeah, yo, my body just got recreated. I'm buck naked. Norris, give me your jacket. Fargo, give me your bandana. I need to turn it into a banana hammock. Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with it. I am so upset about magically reappearing clothing.
Serge!
Serge! My dumb hat, too?
Serge, you have regained your identity without being led astray. Your eyes, which foresaw the truth, shall help you to regain your trust among your comrades. There is nothing we can do about the dragon tear. Its shattering does not come as a surprise. However, you also carry the fate of the dragon tear from another world. The broken pieces of love and hate, although contradictory, they are two sides of the same coin. Okay, you know what? No. Bullshit. I'm going to interpret that. No, the opposite of love is not hate, and the opposite of hate is not love. The opposite of love is indifference, and the opposite of hate is indifference. Right? It's 3 points on the same chart. I will fight anyone any day of the week about this. Because you can absolutely love somebody that you kind of hate. That's part of the human condition, and I think we all need to acknowledge that. Sorry, again, I'm fighty because of all the technical trouble I was having at the start of trying to get this episode launching. Anyway, two sides of the same coin. Stana, your historiography is inadequate. And I got my body back. A mysterious force may come to light when the two pieces are united. Perhaps this force will be the legendary Chrono Cross. The only problem is the shrine which is said to give life to the Chrono Cross is nothing but a cavern inside Divine Dragon. Just point me towards it, why don't you? Serge, you may hold the key to bringing forth its powers. Yes. Combining the shards of the dragon relics from both realities of life and death into a unique third. Cool. The dragon tear shattered but transformed into the tear of love. Yes, exactly correct. Thank you, Bob Marleycourt. The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. It's not giving a damn. No truer thing has ever been said. I am happy to have the option to get all of the old characters back again, because we've also already stumbled our way accidentally through fighting Dario and claiming the Master Mune for Serge, means that we can double up on the Einlanzer for Glenn as soon as we can recreate him. I don't know if we have to go back to Termina to hunt him down, or if we can just, like, use the teleporter. I'll find out when we're on the world map. Because I'm gonna, I like Fargo, but he's never gonna be in the active party again. Actually, you know what? It's Norris. Norris is never gonna be in the active party again. He's served me well, but he has perhaps outlived his usefulness. Now his reward, his eternal reward. But yeah, I am going to finish my thoughts from my previous rant, where I got distracted by the plot. The Odyssey film. I mean, is it going to piss you off if you if you are a inexplicable fan of classical mythology? Yeah, absolutely. It's Hollywood. That's just how life goes.
Is it a good film in its own right? Yes. It's well acted. I think it's well cast. I wouldn't have imagined Matt Damon as Odysseus, and I think that his lack of like snark is greatly unfortunate for the historical the character from the myth, but he does perfectly serves the job of it. Telemachus sucks, but I mean Telemachus's job is to be Odysseus' kid in the myth, so it's not like he's missing out on anything. And otherwise, yeah, pretty happy with it. Wait, oh yes, yes indeed. We don't have to hunt everyone down. Wait, is Kid on the? Okay, Kid is not on the list. We still have to recover her because she's apparently still a fascist. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and take off all of Norris's clothing. Have some hot man loving on the beach here before he leaves the active party. And then bring Glenn back, because I'm using his voice for Glenn, or I'm using Glenn's voice for him. Just how it works. Norris, thank you for your service. You fought long, you fought hard, you killed a whole bunch of dragons, but at the end of the day, you are not dual-wielding the best weapon in the game, so... Glenn, welcome back to the war. Heck yeah. Alright, okay. We'll give him an auto-allocate, it'll be terrible, but, you know, good enough for now. Lots of heal all. Free fall Inferno. Ooh, Sonic Sword. Nice, love that. Double Diminish. I don't think that's worth the slots. We might come back to that. And Genie level 8? How can he use... Oh, he has his level 8 slot. That's staggering. Wow, okay. Good board. Have to do something about these 7s. What else have we got for that? Oh, we have a trap for Tornado. We do not have a Tornado itself. Good to know. A Sanj trap. Why not? Don't know where that comes from. I'm sure we'll figure it out. And Iron Sword. Well, you want to talk about an upgrade? We're going from the Iron Sword to the Einlanzer. Congratulations, Glenn. Welcome back to the war. Okay, a Dragoon Gauntlet, a fine choice. His attack power is through the roof. We love that. We give him 2, 1 in each hand. I mean, that almost feels appropriate. Power Glove is... okay, yeah. Sure, 2 gauntlets. He's got 2 hands. Why not? And hit rate, absolutely. He is now a powerhouse, and I'm happy to have him on payroll. Before anything else, let's get back on our boat. I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't know where I'm supposed to go from here. We need access to... well, I guess we're trying to get access to the Dead Sea in the world of otters. So let's go to the world of otters, and let's see what shenanigans are going to be keeping us from the Dead Sea. We are going to take a quick stopover in Termina in another world. Because I believe, now that we have Glenn back on payroll, we can just take the other Einlanzer, which is Dario's grave marker. Because Dario's fine. He's alive in this world. He has started up a relationship again with Riddell from another world, which I find unsettling and inappropriate. But you know what? It's their life, it's not mine. She knows that he is not the same person, and he is suffering from amnesia and being taken advantage of by Riddell from another world. It's like Triss Marigold from The Witcher 3. Incidentally, I would love to do a Witcher 3 long campaign on this channel. There's just too much of it. It's too dense. It takes too long to develop. And I would not be able to limit myself to like 2 hours a week of playtime. But okay, what do we? So yeah, we're gonna stop into Termina. Let's see if we can pick up the other Einlanzer. We're gonna check out the Divine Dragon Falls and see if we can forge the Chrono Cross. Out of the two halves of the Dragon Tears from this world and that world. Hang on, is this the one with a mermaid in a box? Actually, I do. Wait, is she a trader? I forget that. Oh, she's trading for our unwanted elements. Oh, that's actually really helpful. Ooh, 32 colors with elements for carapace. Okay. Remind me to come back here with Ironess in the party, and like be like, hey, you have a mermaid in a jar? That ain't cool. And murder the heck out of that one. General principle. Yo, Glenn! How's this dimension hopping been working out for you?
The Einlanzer is resonating. Brother! Yes, I understand. This sword I will take into my hands, and together we will fulfill our unfinished dream.
Glenn has inherited a second Einlander. Yo, I just realized that he has the, like, that flexing on us with both blades. That is the exact same as, oh man, he's up to 72 attack. That's phenomenal. He is stronger than Serge with the Master. Oh, Serge who lost all his accessories. Okay, need to re-equip those. But Glenn has the same moveset as Garai, the former Grand Master of the Dragoons, who was dual-wielding, like, the Einlanzer, when he fought us back in the Isle of the Damned several episodes ago. That's really slick. I like that a lot. Okay, I can equip 2 Dragoons honors? Man, okay, yeah, we're honored as heck. We want, let's see, we got a mithril helmet. That's 4 defense is really good. 12 evasion is probably better. We'll take that for now. Okay, also, we have access to X Strike again. Now that Serge and Glenn are both in the party, they both have their legendary weapons. Glenn has 2 copies of his. We are a threshing machine at this point. Fargo is here because he's a cool pirate. We will be like switching him out for whoever we want to take for a walk, because Serge and Glenn together are going to be a absolute powerhouse, and I'm looking forward to trying that out. In the meantime, has the shop updated? I got my body back. They got their inventory back. Not really. Same stuff as before. All of the same stuff as before. Man, I have 50. We got 19 aqua balls. Jesus. All right. Well, we're gonna have a lot of bookkeeping to do of burning some of these old elements and trading out for like useful resources and stuff. For now, though, I'm just happy to have the whole party back. I kind of miss being an awesome 7-foot-tall catman who summons swarms of feral cats upon madness. Reminding me of which, as I'm ranting, I need to check my elements. Do I have anything equipped to Serge? I don't. Good to know. We're going to auto-allocate that for now, as terrible as that always is. We have Dash and Slash, we have Luminare, I like that. Flying Arrow, focus energy on Swallow and hurl yourself a foe. Level 7 and only a single enemy. I guess that's similar to what Fargo has, in fairness. And we have Saints, only pink color white. Army of Angels attacks foes and heals party. I mean, Angel Summoner and BMX Bandit, right? Like, one of these characters is kind of done. Let's head down to the Dragon Falls and see if we can forge the Almighty Chrono Cross. After that, we're going to head into whatever they're calling the Sea of Eden in this world. The Dead Sea, once again, I assume. Appears the altar at the back of the cave is made to house the dragon tier. The strange thing is there's only meant to be one dragon tier in the land. Yet the altar has 2 holding stands. I wonder what that could indicate. I don't know, Mr. Exposition, but I appreciate it. Ancient lore reveals that the Dragonites knew of certain land formations they called power spots. There they are said to have used the natural energy of the planet to generate elements. Like you do. Oh, is it all geomancy? I'm down with that.
If this is an altar of the divine dragon worshippers, then maybe Stinner knows something about it.
Tear of Hate. Seems you can't do that yet. Tear of Love. If I'm gonna have to go outside and put Stenna into the active party to then do the exact same thing I'm doing, man. Fargo talking himself out of a job. Okay, I'll put Stenna in the active party for exactly 2 minutes. I'm not kidding. 120 seconds on the clock. Beyond that, it's her problem. I like her character design. I can't. Okay, wow, she's like she's like 6 foot. All right, I love a tall woman with big hair. That's good character design. She reminds me of someone from something, but I cannot place what it is, and it's gonna be bothering me for the entire remainder of our session. So it goes. By the great dragon gods, the sacrarium of the divine dragon falls still exists, and it seems functional. It's just as legends of the old said it would be. What a blessing! By utilizing its power, we just may be able to create the Chrono Cross here. Yeah, you want your title drop? Try placing the 2 pieces of dragon. I was just doing that. Oh, great dragon gods, we are still unable to utilize the altar. But why? We should have the blessings of the 6 dragon gods. Unless... could that legend be true? Is there a 7th dragon god and a 7th element? Okay, well, thank you for being here to drop mysterious. There is a seventh dragon god. It's board-certified psychiatrist Dr. Harley Quinzel. And this is lost in translation. I mentioned several episodes ago that, like, the reason that all of Harley's techniques are, like, moonbeams, moonshine, moonshadow, whatever, is because she is, Harley is a translation convention. She is Tsukiyomi, a lunar goddess from Shinto. So there is a seventh dragon god. We had her on payroll. Her loss still resonates very strongly with me. Alas. But, alright, let's get back to our boat. We cannot forge the legendary Chrono Cross yet. We have the components, just not all of the blessings needed. So let's get sailing, and I guess let's see if we can get into the Dead Sea.
I think it's impossible to get in from here. Damn, it's dead end. Maybe some kind of dragon treasure will open it up. Do you remember where that treasure was? Well, you mean the dragon tier? It used to be kept inside a shrine in Goldo.
Well, we ain't got no dragon tier. We have a tier of love and tier of hate. Oh, this is deeply problematic. Huh. Okay, so we need to, if not reforge the Dragon Tier, we need to forge the Chrono Cross out of the Dragon Tier to be able to open up the ruins. To do that, we need to track down... where did Harley end up? Where's the 7th Dragon God? I actually don't know. I feel like we should maybe check in with Stina, or the Shrine Maiden back in... Yeah, let's try another world where there's the old lady in the shrine and Stina on payroll. Should we introduce Stina to herself? I think so. We should ruin her whole day. We should make her question her place in existence. All the rest of us are having to do it. Why not? I should get back to Homeworld as well and be like, hey, my girlfriend, I still exist. You had your chance to hook up with an awesome cat guy, and you blew it. Yo, what up? It is a strange feeling to be facing myself, an alternate world. Whether you will discover the future of mankind at the end of your journey is uncertain, but I will pray for you. You are taking this entirely too well. There is no one here who can foresee the future of the battle. The battle between humans, dragons, and fate. Reverse that. Will humans change the world? Or is the world fated to change? Yo, if you can balance Attack Hammer on your head, you can master a balanced attack. Chief Daria, it is a pleasure to see you again.
Why, if it isn't Stina. I see you have already succeeded me as chief in the alternate world. Things are indeed proceeding differently in the other world. I have no idea what that implies, though. The only thing certain is that the fate of both worlds depends on you all. The fate of men and dragons, it will be a trying battle. Proceed with care, young Shaman.
Alright, I mean, Good words of wisdom and all, not helpful in the least. Okay, how are we gonna get into the Dead Sea? I wonder. We have our body back, and there were... Okay, hang on. We need the 7th dragon to reforge the tears to just open up the door. I get that. I buy that. I accept that. It makes as much sense as anything else I've been doing. Fargo, get back in here. But I wonder if... Okay, I wonder if we go back to Homeworld, because there were, like, dimensional distortions in the ruins of the Dead Sea in Homeworld? I'm wondering if now that we have Serge's body back, if we can manipulate those, if we can use those, as he is the, the arbiter of fate and sort of the break point of this timeline. If not, it'll be good to be back in Homeworld again, because I feel like I should probably check with Serge's mother and Lena and be like, hey, yo, I'm not dead. I'm also not a fascist. I'm also not a 7-foot-tall cat man, but, nobody's perfect. Before I forget about it, let's check in back in our little village of Arnie. A sundown town full of jackass racists. Why, hello there, Serge. Can I interest you in something? I have some great elements. Those aren't great elements. Those are quite low level. You racist hicks deserve everything that's coming to you. And some things that aren't. Yo, what up? You're not Serge's mom. This is the wrong house. Lena is still out on the docks doing a bad job of babysitting. What up, Serge's mom? What in heaven's name is going on here? Just follow your heart and see it out to the very end. I'm sure everything will work out fine. Now, off you go. Her child has been missing for weeks. Yo, I was declared dead and became a fascist warlord in another world, and she's just like, oh, hey, you're back. Cool, follow your heart. Man, everyone in this town sucks. Lena, do you suck?
Serge, you seem different. It feels as if you're distancing yourself from me. Well, that's fine, but I just want my Komodo scale necklace.
We missed the chance to recruit her a ways back, so good. I don't see that relationship lasting. I don't think there's a future there. She is, like, way uninterested in the trials and travails of the fact that I've been legally dead for some time. Fine, let's test this theory. We're gonna head back to the Dead Sea in Homeworld and see if we can use those dimensional distortions to jump into the interior of the Dead Sea in the Otter World, a world peopled entirely by otters. Yeah, fate distortions, this is what I'm talking about. I deem you worthy of entering the Sea of Eden. Yo, I'm worthy as shit! Let the path be known for the ones facing their fate. I was atomized. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Is this a boss fight? Am I gonna keep my awesome little rubber raft runabout? Yes! Oh, okay. What is happening here? Past? Okay, I have no recollection of this whatsoever. Past, present, I assume future. Future, obviously. And wow. Okay. Yeah, we are outside of time and space. We'll work with that. I've worked with less. All right. Well, we got about 10 minutes or so left in the evening. Let's check out the past. How bad can it be? Atropos. Oh, I don't like that. I played Chrono Trigger. I don't like that. Are we gonna have murder robots? Atropos, cutting the thread of... Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I was talking about Greek mythology, disjointedly and unrelated. Atropos is one of the three fates, the weird sisters, whom are responsible for measuring out these strands of life of all mortals. That's less Greek and more like, Norman and, post-Roman and Norse, but still, it shows up. There's overlap. Is this a good thing? The triangle flew away. Did I want that to happen? I don't know. Okay. I was expecting a fight or a puzzle or something. But alright, past. Let's go to present. Okay, Atropos, Klothos, and I should remember the third of the fates offhand, but I don't. That's my weakness. Klothos, spinning the thread of life. Man, we are getting existential up in here. Okay, well that was past, that was present, this is future. Lachesis, measuring the thread of life. I was totally misremembering that. I was thinking like Synthos, that's quite different. Alright, all of our triangles shall come together. Is this a Zelda game? Do we have the Triforce?
How are we being tested?
What? Well, we're fighting Shodan, apparently. Look at you, hacker, panting and sweating through my quarters. How can you hope to challenge a perfect immortal machine? Don't know, lady. What is this? Vita Duo. Apparently that is the only target to attack. The free-floating appendages are just part of the design. They are not separate entities. Cool, I can work with that. Takes plenty of damage, not complaining about that. Does plenty of damage. Keep that in mind. Oh, we got Luminare again. Sweet. We're actually going to save up, because I kind of want to see our next attack afterwards. Fargo, rob him. White brooch. That's a volcano. Glenn is going to be badly burned. Very badly burned. Clotho has stopped functioning. What does that mean? Yeah, okay. Glenn dueling the Einlanzers, great design. I love that. Let's get some extra healing from Fargo. We're gonna need it. Yes, beat up Serge. He has more hit points to spare. Thank you. so it goes. Yeah, show me Flying Arrow. What does this look like? Level 7, baby! Okay, that's pretty effective. Anti-yellow. I mean, okay, we weren't doing that anyway. A little cure for yourself. That's not help. It's not gonna help. That kind of will. That's a lot of healing. Tropus has stopped functioning again. We need probably to defend and get our stamina back. Woo! That's a good punch. Okay, that hits hard. Greenfield. Okay, well, it's green. We can't allow that. Darn shame, because Glenn is also green and would be super powerful here, but we do need to break that. What do we got? Cure Plus? Yeah, we will cure Serge most effectively and deny the enemy the ability to, punk us. It hits so hard. I have a Cure Plus on Fargo. Blue on blue should put him in pink. That's how colors work. I learned that from Bob Ross. Yeah, it didn't really. Could be better. Could be worse. Lovely that from the Einlanzers. I mean, green on green is not going to do a huge amount of damage. It's a shame, but let's play it smart. Woo! 1012. That's a knockout blow. We skipped wounded and we went straight to dead. Okay. Yeah, okay. Though this is the power of having the Master Mutant dual Einlanzers. Wow. Well, we know to use that. Goodness. I'm hoping this is rumble-worthy. The future ruins. The intact version of Chronopolis. The doomed future civilization and research facility in the other Dead Sea that was trapped in a moment of collapsing time before it exploded. Here we have the intact version and our next big dungeon segment. I think it is a few minutes short of time, and I know we had obviously the late start due to technical difficulties. However, we are going to be going into a whole mess in that place. So, I am going to go ahead and save us right here. We are going to call it for the evening. I do apologize for the rocky start and trouble getting OBS working. Hopefully it will behave better in the future now that we are all updated. We have our body back. We have our full party. We have multiple copies of the best weapon on Glenn, who is already the best party member. We are ready to punch any number of gods in the face. Once we can find the final secret dragon, forge the Chrono Cross, restore the flow of time to its appropriate shape, I suppose. We'll also have a bit of a deep dive in just what the heck is the plot with the Dead Sea and why all this is happening. I have mostly deciphered that. It was opaque to me as a teenager. I think I have a better handle on it now. We'll go through that next week. You know, my heart to God, it'll probably happen. There's a decent chance. Until then, thank you for joining, anyone coming at this later. Check us out, of course. Chrono Cat Plays on YouTube, and of our regular time slots, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch for the continuation of this long play. For now, though, thank you for joining. Thank you for putting up with our difficulties. And hey, we got our body back. Is the downgrade? Absolutely. But at least we have a cool bandana. I suppose that counts for something. So, until the next time, take care of yourselves. Failing that, try to take care of each other. It's all that really matters these days. Stay cool out there, stay hydrated, and I hopefully will see you in the next one.